Uh-oh. I think it's starting up. We're getting ready to get some 2K26 gameplay, big dog. That's actually gonna be crazy. Yeah, that's actually gonna be crazy, dog. Been waiting. What's good with you? What's good, you E-Wiz? What's up, Skater Island? Well, I've been waiting on this shit, bro. I think I'm lying too. Look at this, bro. We got a whiteboard. Don't play with me. Come on. Big 2K26 news, dog. Come on. Motherfuckers taking notes. 2K is the only game that I have anybody taking notes on a big ass whiteboard. No lie. No lie. Hey. What's going on with you? Hey, so now that you funny, man. Like in Petro was good, you big dog. You know, just popping a live. We got 3 minutes, man. About to get it all for you. About to get it all for you, big dog. We got to lock it in. We've got to lock it in, son. Is this real? What do you mean? Is it fake? Why would it be? Why would it be fucking fake, bro? It's at the starting soon. Locking in, son. Hey. What you mean? Come on, gotta lock in. You know what I'm saying? Come on, the GOAT finally line. You know what I'm saying? We about to lock it in for you, hon. We can't miss nothing. If it ain't good, I'm gonna sue Ronnie. Dude, they said you can't do that no more, man. It's that new TOS you signed. What's good with you? Oh, is this Uncle Drizzy on YouTube? That's wild. What's up, brother? You said you always support me. I already know, bro. You're goated. You're goated. Don't play with me, dog. Uncle Drizzy's on TikTok. I just went live, Drizzy. You got the buddy done slid through both of them. Bud done slid through both of them. Bud done went through both of them. I really need no RNG, dog. That's really what I want, bro. About to see the gameplay? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. In 2 minutes. In 2 minutes. Can I do the same thing? Do the same thing? Yeah, I'm gonna do the same exact thing, bro. I'm gonna do the same exact thing for 2K26. I'm gonna do a little more, dog. Straight bread, what's good? You big dog, right on for the follow. You're goated. Can I do the same thing? Oh, you can do the same thing for 2K. Yeah, you just gotta go to Twitch. Mike Wang just tweeted. Mike Wang just tweeted. Just now. That boy Mike Wang is officially back in the world, bro. I'm gonna show you. Mike Wang is officially back, bro. Mike Wang's back, buddy. That's tough. Little guy's back. Little guy's back and ready to cook, you know? Which color marker do we want, man? We want blue, red, or purple. I need no RNG. What's the best luck? OG Tay, run for the follow, man. I thought you were what? That's crazy. Run for the follow, gang. Appreciate you. Can you make a jump shot for 79 3-pointers? It's the end of the year. I'm gonna have all the jump shots posted. All the jump shots from 2K25 are posted. Johnny 5, run for the heart, you gang. Appreciate you. You're goated, man. I can't wait for this, me either, bro. What's good, Stacks? How you living, brother? I'm ready for this shit. Hey, as soon as this gameplay starts, I'm going to try to be as quiet as I can. Not gonna yap. Last time I was yapping. I had to go mute. No Limit Colt, running for the follows, bro. NGH, running for the roses, bro. You're fucking goated, man. Thank you. No RNG, we're about to find out right now, bro. I want to see the gameplay. That's all I need to see. We got 20 seconds. What's my computer running at? 14? We can't run no more. All right, that's good. Bring back 23. Bring back 19. Good. Anti-social, what's up? But you formerly dope. Running for the follow, bro. You're goated. Thank you. You can't know Preston said, what's up? What's good with you, Preston? Boy, X-Uncle. Hey, 2K17 dribble. Hey, that's my boy Preston, man. Preston told him to sub up. Preston's worse than him. He said so. Oh, yeah.
Moments that last forever go beyond what we see on the court.
You are the finals MVP.
These moments start with the ball, a dream, and a relentless will to win. They're a culmination of every effort put into the game since they first stepped on the court. All of those moments have led to this one. NBA 2K26. Ball over everything.
Welcome back to our road to NBA 2K26 streams. I hope everybody has had a great week so far, and hopefully we can help you end your week on a high note here. Since Monday, I have been seeing posts asking what day gameplay would be coming. Remember, when we said July 28th, that was the week of July 28th, and the same thing applies for all the...
Oh no, what happened? I don't care. Bite me. I'm pulling it back up. Sorry.
Before we get into it, as always, we do have a couple housekeeping items
I thought I turned it
to
down.
walk through. Today, we are talking
mouth isn't
about
caught up.
NBA
I don't
2K26
care.
on
You guys are here.
Gen 9 platforms. That is the version of the game that's on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, PC, and Nintendo Switch 2. We also do have Twitch drops enabled on these streams, and that means just by watching them on Twitch, you can earn a locker code. You guys were saying that we started the show late, but we just wanted to give you some, 5 extra minutes to get some extra Twitch drops time, and hopefully you were able to get that. But for the first half of the summer, the Twitch drops will be to earn a locker code for NBA 2K25. So if you watch for 45 minutes, which many of you have already, you will get 2 one-hour double XP coins, one for my team and one for my career. I am betting a lot of you have finished your 45 minutes already from our last stream a couple weeks back. But if you keep watching beyond that and watch for a total of 2 hours, you will also get a My Team 100 overall or higher pack, camo pants for your My Player, and also 60 skill boosts.
Thank you for the sub,
Now,
man.
keep in mind, Twitch drops are, of course, on Twitch. It's kind of in a name. So if you're watching on YouTube or X or TikTok, come over to Twitch if you want to earn a locker code. Next thing, something new. We are starting something called Creator Challenges today. So from now until 2K26 Early Access begins, if you make content that breaks down or reacts to any of our 2K26 Courtside reports, including today's Gameplay 1, you're going to want to use the hashtag NBA2K Challenge in your video in the description or the title. And after you all reach the community goal of 2,026 eligible videos, you all will unlock a locker code for a drawstring bag and a My Team pack in 2K26 that we're going to post during early access. And on top of that, if you go to our Creator Challenge website at this link below, you will be able to fill out a form, submit your video, and then in September, we are going to draw 26 eligible winners who will each get 1 million VC in 2K26. All right, let's get into gameplay and welcome in our special guest. Dax, how are you feeling today?
Thanks.
Man, oh man, I'm feeling good, man. And for me, too, it feels amazing being like kind of on the outside of the information. So everything I'm about to see today is going to be new and news to me as well. So you'll get to see my live reaction. Yeah, man, I'm ready for it. Let's get it.
Alrighty, well, let's get right into it. I see the chat wants us to hurry it up. The first thing we do have for everybody today is the cinematic gameplay trailer for 2K26. This was captured using the PS5 version of the game. It's still early in the morning for you. I hope it wakes you up and gets you ready for the rest of the stream. Stacks, I think they're ready.
Yes, sir, man. Yeah, I want to see it, man. I haven't seen it yet, so I'm excited just like the rest of the chat. Let's see this gameplay. Come on.
That kid's crying upstairs. Oh, it looks hard.
Jumbo jet. It wasn't easy, but nothing is. No.
Rhythm shooting back. agents fix everything that we asked them to fix from last year?
Hey man, you know what? Well, the first thing I want to say about that trailer that I noticed off the rip is the different camera angles and stuff we got. Like, I don't know if, hopefully I'll be able to make some content too with that, with those type of camera angles. That looked pretty fire. Also, ProPlay, man. A lot of signature moves I've seen in there. Kevin Durant, looking just like himself, movement-wise. Same with Jalen Brunson, that little turnaround shot that he does. Amazing, man. I'm hyped for it, man. I've seen a lot of stuff in that trailer that I really like.
For sure. Shout out to our creative teams and our marketing teams who put together that very, very awesome trailer. I am very biased, but that shot of LeBron behind the rim at the end, that was just perfect. I see somebody in the chat says LeBron is not doing that at 41 years old. I'm pretty sure LeBron just did that a couple months ago, so that shot is very accurate. But that was just to start what we have today. Next up, we are going to pass it to our gameplay director, Mike Wang, and a special guest who recorded a Courtside Report video together for you, and they're going to go through some of the gameplay features in 2K26. Check this one out.
No more double audio. I fixed it.
What's up, y'all? Tyrese Halliburton here with NBA 2K gameplay director Mike Wang to break down this year's new gameplay features in 2K26. Today, we'll discuss the new ProPlay motion engine, enhanced rhythm shooting, and other advanced controls. Now let's get to it.
This year, ProPlay technology is evolving, bringing more authenticity than ever before through advancements in rhythm shooting, new customization options on offense, an all-new dynamic motion engine, and much more. In 2K26, ProPlay powers the all-new dynamic motion engine, using machine learning technology to make your actions feel more lifelike and realistic. Dynamic lower body pose matching adjusts the exact positioning of players' legs and feet on the fly to remove the skating seen in past games and ensure that players launch, plant, and cut realistically. This is the biggest change to player movement since NBA 2K21, offering a fresh and authentic feeling every time you step on the court.
And that's the same year I made it to the league. It's wild to see how gameplay's evolved the last couple of years.
Players who take advantage of the rhythm shooting mechanic will notice more responsive and authentic jump shots that simulate a true shooting motion. We really wanted to emphasize creating a skill-based environment in 2K26 that blends authenticity with competition for a more rewarding experience. This renewed focus will be felt across multiple gameplay features, from shot outcomes to successful blocks and steals and loose balls and rebounds.
As a shooter, that sounds awesome. But what about potential changes to moves in the post?
Big men in NBA 2K26 will now be able to leverage all new signature go-to post shots by holding up on the shot stick while in the post. Players can lean into a host of new moves, including shimmy floaters, baby hooks, and up and unders. Playing with your back to the basket is a lost art, but those who are able to master it can take advantage in the paint. In previous versions of NBA 2K, layups were limited by a single signature layup package. But this year, players can draw inspiration from around the league to mix and match standard layups, floaters, quick scoops, Euro steps, hop steps, and spins, and determine exactly how they want to finish around the rim. 2K26 uses system-driven technology to generate player-to-player collisions that are more reliable compared to previously scripted motion captured animations. Coupled with new dynamic motion, this change improves the freedom of authentic movement for both the dribbler and on-ball defender. Interior defense has also been redesigned so that it's easier to put a body on shooters when they're finishing around the rim and make body-to-body contact in the air. And bigs will feel increased physicality when roaming in the paint. Last but not least, we've added some new offensive controls to give players a more intuitive, deliberate, and free-flowing experience. Ball handlers can now shield themselves from steals by reacting with the Quick Protect mechanic. The introduction of Quick Protect will bring more balance and lead to more skill-based outcomes. You can even use it to put defenders in jail, just like Luka and other strong guards love to do. For spot-up shooters, you can use the new Quick Shot feature by holding the left trigger on catch-and-shoot shots. This will skip the dip and allow you to get your shots off super quick.
That's been there every year.
Slashers now have access to slow-motion Euro step gathers, something we've been seeing a lot of in the league lately from players like yourself and Ant. This will help you navigate through the paint and around defenders by decelerating to throw defenders off and create space with a slow-mo finish. And finally, another highly requested feature is the ability to force rat passes, which will allow you to feed the corner three or thread the needle to a cutting teammate and avoid defenders playing the passing lanes.
As a big-time 2K fan, I can't wait to get my hands on 2K26 and experience these all-new features for myself.
Gameplay in NBA 2K26 has taken a giant leap forward with more personalization and variety, faster pace, and more skill-based gameplay.
Whether you're a new player or a veteran like me, everyone can master the fundamentals in these all-new moves. Pre-order NBA 2K26 Superstar or Leave No Doubt Edition today and hit the court
L2 one's done.
with early access.
No more
starting
L2s.
August 29th.
L2 one's done, buddy.
Man, oh man, we got a lot of stuff to talk about. Shout out
Bro.
to Mike Wayne for coming through and blessing us with some more information, man. But yeah, we got a deep bag to get into today, Evan. So let's go ahead and start kicking it off with some of this stuff here, man.
Yeah, there is a lot there. And just like last time, we just gave Stacks a list of everything in the full Courtside Report blog that we can talk about today. So we're going to go put them in your shoes and go through not only each feature that Mike and Tyrese mentioned in more detail, but also we're going to talk about a couple of improvements that actually weren't even mentioned in the video. So stick around for that. I'm ready if you are, Stacks.
Yes. Yeah. Let's get into it, man. I'm excited. I'm hyped up. I know the chat is ready to get into it as well. So first up, we got ProPlay Motion Engine. Mike said that this is the biggest change to the motion engine since NBA 2K21. I'm pretty sure we got a few questions about that in the chat. So, Evan, what exactly does that mean?
Well, sure. In case you haven't heard about ProPlay in the past, that's been a big step towards more lifelike basketball in 2K. And it's this really cool tech that lets us use footage from real NBA games to capture animations from them. So we don't need to have players come to our studio and wear those mocap suits with the white dots and do the animations there. We can get them from the NBA footage. So at its core, ProPlay is about getting a huge library of animations from the NBA. And I think oftentimes the community attributes more to ProPlay than what it really is. So I just wanted to clarify that first. But anyways, the last 2 years, you've seen ProPlay for things like shot animations and dribbling. And now, this year, as you heard Mike say, that NBA footage is powering all of the on-court movement in 26. So
Same thing
it's
as last
not
year.
just the dribbling, but it is expanding to offensive movement, the way players move on defense, and even off-ball movement as well. And you might be thinking, well, what's the actual benefit, right? Well, when you play, you are going to see how players move in a more lifelike way. So you heard Mike talk about how in past years, you may see players kind of skate around or slide around, right? I think that's been a lot of feedback that we've gotten in the past before. And with this new motion engine, you are going to see that skating and sliding a lot less. So hopefully you guys will feel this change when you get your hands on 2K26 very soon.
All
L2 one's
man.
done, buddy.
Sound like some good news to us, man, especially skating and sliding all over the court. I know nobody wants that. Next up, we have enhanced rhythm shooting, all right? I was a rhythm shooting demon this past year, and now rhythm shooting is enhanced. I would love to know more about that, too.
Yeah, I keep being asked if rhythm shooting is back, and it is. It's also got some really cool upgrades that I'm personally excited about because, like a lot of people this past year, I was kind of resistant
Pardon
to
for all
it
the gifts,
at first,
boys.
being honest. But over time, I wanted to learn something new. And now at the end of year, just like you, Stacks, I use rhythm shooting for almost everything. All of my catch and shoots, all of my step backs. And I've heard from not just you, but many people who've done the same thing. So for those of you who like shooting with the button, you can still shoot the button. That is not removed, but rhythm shooting is a more advanced option. And if you take the time to learn it, you're not going to regret it because this year's big upgrade is that rhythm shooting is no longer just about matching the player's animation, but rather giving you the full control over the animation. So when you do, picture your controller, when you do the down up flick on your right stick, the way you flick the stick will actually change the way your player is shooting. So to try to explain this in like the simplest way we can, rhythm shooting has two parts, right? The timing of when you flick the stick, and then the tempo of how you did it, timing and tempo. For timing, if you flick up really early, you can now release the ball earlier. And if you flick up late, you can kind of hold on to the ball for a moment before you let go. And then for tempo, if you flick up kind of fast, you're going to rush your shot. But if you flick up a slower tempo, you're going to do like a lazier looking release. So the cool thing about this is there isn't necessarily a right or wrong timing anymore. It's giving you more freedom because let's say, for example, you rushed your timing to get the shot up, right? The defender's closing out, you want to rush your shot. If you rush the timing, but you still green the tempo, you can still make the shot.
So we're hitting whites.
So to me, it's really just about how you shoot in real life. The dev team is giving us more control as a shooter than you would have simply by pressing the button. So I got to mess around a little bit with this earlier last week, and I'm still getting the hang of it. But I can't wait to try it out some more. And Stacks, I think you're gonna like it too.
Yeah, man. I think that's one of those things that I'm gonna have to get my hands on to actually see exactly how it works. So yeah, I'm excited to see what that's about. Definitely gonna go back to rhythm shooting, but I got to see what it's looking like. Next up, we got skill-based gameplay. I know that's been a big topic lately. We don't have to spend too much time on it. All right, yeah, skill-based gameplay. Let's get to it.
Yeah, we did talk about this on the roadmap stream a while back. So like we'll just do a quick recap. But remember, I see the chat asking about this. This year, a point of emphasis in 26 for our dev team is skill-based and competitive gameplay that makes you feel more in control. So when people are asking about like the outcome of shots, rebounds, loose balls, steals, and all those things like that, we are intending to make that more skill-based. So as you hear us talk about all the new features today, just keep that in mind. And then the other thing we did talk about last time were that a few gameplay settings were adjusted. So higher difficulties and most multiplayer modes are going to have green or miss shot timing. And then layup timing is permanently enabled so that people aren't making real player percentage layups on your head anymore. But that should catch you up if you missed our last stream.
Yeah, man. I think the layup timing thing was probably my favorite thing from last stream. Just because, like, maybe mid-year I started adapting layup timing. And I think, personally, for me, it's been better in terms of, like, how I play and getting those layups off. So I'm excited to see more people be forced to use that as well and kind of create a little bit more of a bigger skill gap, you know, when playing the game online. Anyway, let's go to the next thing. We have signature go-to post shot. So we already had that signature shots like pretty much on the perimeter, but now it look like we have showing some love to the big men out here, man. So let's hear about those signature go-to.
I'm not sure, man. Post scores.
Yeah, so many of you probably remember the regular go-to shots.
I like post scores, bro.
And personally, it's really fun anytime I see a video of like somebody side by side of 2K gameplay and IRL footage together. So like I've seen it for Steph a lot, KD, Kyrie, people like that. So the dev team has worked on giving big men more moves this year as well, and they've added what we're calling go-to post shots. So when you're in the post, if you hold the right stick up, you're going to see new post moves and moves that a bunch of big men in the NBA are doing today. So I'm hoping
nobody's going to use that.
Shot clips.
There's probably going to be a couple broke ones
this year as well, like some of the ones you even saw in the gameplay trailer.
People are going to spam those in the paint, bro.
Okay, man. Yeah, I kind of messed around with the go-to shots. It took me a while to kind of figure out which one I liked the best, but I found one that's pretty effective for me. Anyway, moving on, we got custom layups, right? Now, I heard Mike say mix and match. Because when I say mix and match, I'm thinking mixing one player's layup package with another play. Like, is that what are we talking about here when we talk about that?
You are correct. Because a popular piece of feedback from the community and something I've heard often has been somebody might like a certain animation from a player's layup package, but they don't want all of that layup animations, right? And this is an addition that tries to address that feedback. So in the past, you pick one layup package, and that player's package determines all of your layup. This year, you can set different players' animations for different types of layups. So we have normal layups, reverse layups, floaters, quick scoops, Euro steps, hop steps, and spins, as you can see here in the My Player customization menu. And then these new specific categories, that is available both when you're customizing your My Player, and also if you play My NBA, it's also going to be available when you're editing your rosters and editing the players in them. You can assign to them these different types of layups as well. It's a really
I'm about to be a merchant.
Yeah. I like that. I could already imagine. I know some of the people that play competitively, you know, probably didn't want to use a lot of other people's layup package because a lot of those layups might get blocked in competitive gameplay. So now I could see them mixing maybe some Kyrie with some Steph Curry.
99 layup, first day.
Getting real innovative inside of that. So that's kind of fire, man. I like that as well. Being able to mix layup packages. I don't think we've
I do.
been able to do that for a while, man. So I'm definitely locked into that. Next, though, we got defense. And Mike said that collisions and interior defense are better this year. That's great to hear, man. That's definitely great to hear. What exactly does that mean, though, Evan?
Well, in the past, the way players' bodies collided with each other was scripted, right? That was through mocap. And I think many of you knew that, or at least assumed that based on how those animations look.
The bumps are IRL.
Well, this year in 2K26, there is new tech that actually generates those collisions. So you're going to notice as a dribbler or even like an on-ball defender, you are going to notice more freedom of movement rather than kind of being stuck in a scripted
No more
mocap
L2
animation. So that's one benefit there. And the other one for interior defense, that has been redesigned so that bigs can get body bumps more reliably when they're contesting layups and dunks. So you're really going to feel more physicality in the paint if you are guarding around the rim. So there was defensive improvements as well. We never want to make it one-sided. We do want to remember our defensive players out there as well.
Yeah, for sure, man. I think anytime we can get some defensive improvement, show some love to the defensive side of the ball, it's always a great time. Next, too, not only defense, we also got new rebounding timing feedback. This is interesting. I'm not sure if this is something we've ever seen
done
in
that
2K before. So let's see what we got here.
Yeah, so this is actually a small but really helpful addition when I saw it for the first time. Maybe I was just out of the loop because I didn't really play on big builds until the last year, but I never knew when to press triangle to jump for a rebound. I kind of just like pressed triangle randomly.
That's dope.
So if you're like me and you didn't know, the ideal time to jump for a rebound is right before the ball makes its final bounce off the rim. So if a ball bounces twice before coming down, it is that final bounce that matters. And this year, when you do have an excellent timed rebound, you are going to see a green flash below your player's feet, just like you see in this clip of the Thunder. And if you do nail the timing and get a green rebound, it is going to significantly boost your chances of securing the ball. So it is important to get the rebound timing right, to have the best chance of grabbing the board over somebody who might not know their timing as well as you do. And this green flash is really there to kind of help educate you and help you learn and adjust
skill gap
to when you have to jump. And last thing there, just a note, not all bigs are created equal. So if a player has higher defensive or offensive rebounding attributes, they are going to find it easier to nail that timing and get that green flash on offensive or defensive types
I like
of rebounds,
that.
whichever one their attribude is higher for. So definitely
I think that's dope
on your rebounding attributes.
Okay, I think that's amazing too. I think that adds another level of what people like to call a skill gap now, even in rebounding.
Literally.
I think that's probably going to go into how a lot of people make their bigs this year. They might think a little bit more about adding more rebounding now, just to get that better timing on there, get that clutch rebound. Anyway, let's move forward. Next, we got new controls. Mike talked about some of these like rat passes, and there's a lot here. So let's get into some of them.
Yeah, so one thing, before we go through like each of the new controls, there is an important note here that I think many of you will be very happy to hear, that the overall game speed in 2K26 has been sped up compared to 2K25. So hopefully that is good news for many of you. But as you hear about these new controls, keep that in mind, because if the game speed is faster, that means players who have faster decision making, who can anticipate what's going to happen next, are going to be rewarded more. So Mike and Tyrese in that video, they covered some of these new controls already, so we'll just do a quick recap of them. But Stacks, what do you got first?
First, we have Quick Protect. By the way, I do want to say, man, the game speed being faster is a huge W as well. I know that's been something that I've been talking about a while too, is having the game speed a little bit faster. So I really love that. But first up, we got Quick Protect.
Yeah, you heard Mike talk about this one. This is a new control so that when you're dribbling, if you tap the left trigger, you can now kind of shield the ball or evade somebody reaching in on you to get a steal. So if you do react quickly enough to a defender that's reaching in, you can counter it. And then the goal here is to give ball handlers a balance to the steal system and ultimately lead to more skill-based outcome. But there's actually one more use to it though, because it has a dual purpose. So as you are driving to the basket, if you feel a defender kind of on your back, you can actually do a quick protect, tap the left trigger, and then you'll trap them on your hip to get open.
I have clips of doing this in 25.
Video that this is something Luka does nearly every game I watch him in. So that's the example we used. But Luka is.
It wasn't 19. It was
a lot. But yeah, there are double uses to these new quick protect controls.
Come on, man.
Yeah, I like that. I like the sound of that, man. And I like that a lot of these gameplay changes and these new things that's going into it are like to enhance the skill gap. You know what I'm saying? So I really do like that. Quick Protect, I feel like that can be very, very, very useful. That just for the things that you said right there too. So I like that. Next up, we're going to talk about the no dip catch and shoots. Very interested about that. I think we saw a little bit of an example of it in the gameplay with Klay Thompson. So let's hear about that.
Yeah, this one is, I think, I shouldn't say it, now, but I think this is my favorite feature today, just because it's the one that I'm going to probably have the chance to use the most. Because when I'm out there playing, as some of you know, I am always sitting in the corner, right? I'm not, I don't dribble. I just kind of sit there and knock down threes for my team. So this is a really cool addition because the dev team has added a feature in 2K26 for people like me and then anybody else who kind of is a corner sitter or just sits there waiting for the ball to shoot. When you're standing still and you get past the ball, if you hold down the left trigger, you are going to square up and catch the ball and then go straight into your shot without dipping your hands down.
Had that.
And it's funny that, you know, when I first learned about this feature, I remember this like old Klay Thompson video that I watched before where he kind of explains exactly this. And he talked about how he mastered being able to catch and shoot in rhythm without dipping. And it's part of why he's such a good shooter. So this new feature is going to help you do exactly that in 2K, like Klay Thompson and anybody else who does that in the real life NBA.
Yeah, we like that too, man.
Where's tall guards?
So far, all of these gameplay improvements are pretty fire. That one is pretty cool too, I'm not gonna lie. Next up, we have revamped signature size up.
No more Steve Francis spam?
Let's get it.
Find out.
This one is like a control change, kind of. So they're a little different this year. There are 2 inputs now. So you can either, imagine your controller, you can either rock the right stick back and forth, left and right, or you can repeatedly flick the right stick like up, 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 and you're going to get 2 different size up combinations. This is really just to give you more variety in what types of size ups that you can do, because when you go left, right versus up, 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 it's going to be a different size up. So more controls for those advanced users out there and advanced dribblers who want to take advantage of those.
Dribbling's going to be pretty good.
Okay, I like that, but I see one of my favorite moves in the game. This is a move I utilize a lot, man. We got slow motion Euro steps now.
Oh my God.
Hear a little bit about that, man. I love you using the Euro step. What do we got about that?
Yeah, this one does look very cool because there are, you know, there are very few players who can just put their head down and barrel their way to the rim every play. You know, like most players, they need a little finesse there. So the dev team has added these slow motion Euro steps, and this is another left trigger control. So picture your controller again. As you're doing a Euro step, if you hold down the left trigger, you can slow down mid-move, kind of do like a slow motion drag step. And if your defender kind of isn't expecting it and jumps based on what your normal layup speed or Euro step speed would be, they're going to fly right by you. So it is a new way for people to mix things up with their layups. And I got to say, like, overall, layups in general feel really good this year.
OP layups, bro. 99 driving layup. You got to make it.
If you're somebody who likes driving in for layups, hopefully you're going to have a great year in 2K26.
I ain't gonna lie, I like that. That's probably my favorite feature so far. Like I said, I like to utilize the Euro step.
The Euros are fucking back,
able
son.
To, like, kind of throw the defender off, like you said, make him jump when he think you're going up.
We already seen the gameplay.
With the layup. I really like that, Evan. Not gonna lie, that's probably my favorite feature right there. But next up, we also have wrap passes.
Yeah, I saw the chat like this when we were talking about it earlier, showing it in the video. So this one is like a new control. So in the past, like double tapping circle, if you're on PlayStation,
flashy.
Double tapping circle, that was a flashy pass, right? I used to spam that by accident sometimes. But now double tapping circle is going to do a wrap pass, because I've seen people submit 2K25 videos in our feedback channels that are like, why did my pass go straight into the back of a defender? And they wish they had more control over what type of pass they did. So now the good passes out there, you can control when to do a wrap pass.
That's tough.
Your pass going into somebody's back. And this one is pretty simple. So double tapping circle on
PlayStation
or double tapping B on an Xbox controller. That's going to do a wrap pass now in 2K26.
Perfect. Love that. Having a little bit more control over your passes. And speaking of passes,
who else?
Next up we got
what other game besides 2K can have you doing that?
Yeah, this one was not in the video. This one is a small change to alley-oops to make sure they require a little more thinking. So on lower difficulties, alley-oops are still going to be similar to previous year. You can get away with just pressing square, and you don't really have to think too much, right? But on higher difficulties, the button the dunker has to press is going to be randomized. So on PlayStation, for example, it is not always going to be square. It could be any of those 4 buttons on the right side of your controller.
That's
so
nice.
Just make sure there's more thought behind an alley-oop.
Yeah.
It could be circle. It could be
I said skill gap. Ain't no fucking skill gap. You fucking shit.
To finish your alley-oops as a dunker.
I think, and this is just for me, I'm not speaking for anybody. I think anything we can do to increase the skill gap, I know I keep going back to
anything,
that, anything we can do to increase the skill gap, I think is cool. Now, going online,
that is pretty cool for comp modes.
You won't get spammed with alley-oops and all of those crazy things. Now it's going to be a little bit more difficult. I think all of this stuff, though, once you play the game for a while and get the hang of it, you know what I'm saying? You'll get used to it and you'll start to get a little bit better at it. Next up, we have
some people in the chat. I think some people in the chat, they're underestimating their reaction time. Some of you don't like this, but when you actually do it, I'm pretty sure you're going to be reacting quick enough to whether it's X, square, triangle, whatever it is. I think you're underestimating your reaction.
RNG
In the chat who kind of heard that and were a little scared about what that means for you as a dunker, I think you're underestimating yourself.
What has happened, bro?
I like
And that means that if you're a smart big who starts
Fucking
learning
stupid.
these really pin defenders, you're gonna get your ball handlers open better. So this is an advanced control for being added for like.
We need to show the world we're good.
I'm keeping my
Bro,
eye
what
on
in the
eye.
fuck is this? 2K. I don't even care. That's it. We're ridiculous, bro.
Change, man, but you gotta lock in for a little while, get in the lab, you know, and once you get used to it, I'm pretty sure everything is gonna be okay. But anyway, before we wrap up, is there anything about AI and coaching
Screens
that
are the
we need to
same.
know?
Because you missed it.
Yeah, so I mean, there's a lot about AI and coaching, to be honest, in the blog that everyone should definitely go read. But, you know, especially if you play my team or my NBA and you consistently have a lot of AI teammates, it's definitely something you kind of want to, you know, learn about.
What about
We can
RNG though?
summarize a few real quick here. We have time. What do you got?
Okay, let's start out with first up we have drive and kick intelligence.
Yeah, okay. So this one, the AI, I've heard this feedback a lot, that the AI like wouldn't pass when they should, or you as the user might feel like the AI should have made a pass that they didn't. But this year, the AI does have improved drive and kick intelligence, and what that means is they are going to be more actively looking to see when the defense rotates and then pass out if there's an open shooter. But on the flip side, because we do have to balance it, right? For AI defenders, there is also new help defense intelligence. And that is about making AI smarter about when they collapse in to help and protect the paint on those drives. And this really factors in, you know, how close the ball is to the basket so that defenders can adjust properly
AI
to help
upgrade.
or then recover back out to the shooter.
They kept cat
So,
breakers, yeah.
If you think about the two things we talked about, the help defense and then the drive and kick on offense, those are really complementary. So it's really going to encourage you to pass the ball around to make sure you find the open man, whether it's you or your
I don't
AI
pass.
getting you open as well.
Okay, perfect. Next up we have My Player Freelance Engine. What is this about, Evan? This is my first time seeing this.
Well, as the name suggests, this one is specific to my players, obviously. So your AI teammates, they do now factor in where you are on the court, right? When you're playing my player, let's say you're in your NBA career, your teammates do understand where you are on the court, even if you don't have the ball. So for that drive and kick that we just talked about, if an AI drives in and the defense kind of collapses on them in the paint, they're going to know that where you are on the court, and they can find you more consistently if you're open. If you're standing in a corner wide open and your defender went in to help, they can find you in the corner for an open shot. And also with this freelance engine, there is a new set of quick plays that you have when you're off ball. And you can kind of use those quick plays to communicate with your AI team.
I don't care.
So the example from the blog is that when you're off ball, you can tell your point guard that you're going to come set a screen for them. Give them a heads up, or you can actually call like a post up for yourself. Things like that are examples of these new quick plays that are possible with this freelance engine. But there is more in the blog that we're not going to go through in its entirety here. I think it might be better for you guys to go read it yourself. But, you know, real quick summary, there is smarter double team logic. So it sends a double at the right time and knows who to double. There's better screen navigation so that AI defenders can make the best decision when they get screen and go over or under screens with more logic than they have in the past. And then something I think many of our sim players will appreciate is the dev team has expanded playbooks. So you now have the ability to put up to 80 plays in your playbooks now. For those of you who are basketball experts out there, know all the ins and outs of those plays. I can't claim to be somebody like that myself, but hopefully if you are one of those people, you are going to benefit from that feature. So definitely go give the full Courtside Report blog a read. There's a big AI and coaching section there that I think many of you will find to be very interesting.
Yes, sir, man. Hey, man, I think a lot of what we talked about goes back to like
pretty dope.
You know, we were saying in the first stream that we did was a lot of community feedback. I feel like a lot of things here, we have a lot of new skill gap controls now. You know what I'm saying? Controls that's going to kind of expand that skill gap. So if you get really good at all of these new features, you know, you'll probably be a better player out there on the court. So I'm super excited about all of that stuff that's coming to 2K26.
Yeah, the full blog, the Courtside Report, that is live right now on the NBA 2K website, or if you missed the trailer, if you missed the Courtside Report video, that is live on our NBA 2K YouTube channel as well. That includes everything we just talked about in case you missed anything. And also, if you do have any questions today, because I'm sure, as always, every year of gameplay, there's going to be a lot of questions. We did open, or we are about to open, our questions channel on Discord, discord.gg/NBA2K.
Mike Wang's
Our dev
officially
team
back.
is going to be answering some of those questions. So that's
If you guys want to get some gameplay questions answered, make sure you go see Mike Wang on Twitter, bro.
2K26 questions channel.
Galuba.
Drop your gameplay
But I'm
questions
editing
there.
these real quick.
Keep in mind, we are
Gotta make some
answering
videos.
gameplay questions today. So don't ask about my player, the city, my team. As you saw on our
Gameplay.
roadmap, that is coming up soon. We're not answering questions about those yet. Today's questions
You wanna know
just
about
gonna be
RNG?
about what we talked about with on-court gameplay. But I hope everybody learned something that they're excited to try out. For me, custom layups is a big upgrade.
Me too.
I've always wanted to mix and match my layup packages there with different players, so that's a big upgrade for me. I want to try out that new rhythm shooting, the quick release catch and shoots, so I am very excited to play 2K26. Do you have a favorite feature, Stacks?
I think for me, mine's probably the Euro step feature. Definitely, I definitely want to like master that and get really good at that, man. Being able to slow that Euro step down, kind of throw the defense off a little bit and getting an easy bucket, wide open layup off that. So I think for me right now, that's my favorite thing. But I'm sure once I get my hands on the game and play it for a while, I'll find something else that I like too. That's my favorite.
For sure. Well, that is going to do it for us. We do have a couple notes to close things out, though. Many of you now have probably finished your watch time for the 45 minutes locker code between last time and the last roadmap stream we did and today. So make sure you claim that in your Twitch inventory. Then go to the NBA 2K Twitch Drops website and log in with the same Twitch account that you used. It has to be the same account, right? If you log in with a different account, we're not going to know that you watched 45 minutes.
All right, boys, I gotta make some videos. GG's. Thanks for watching me. Cutting